Hi, I'm Jillian Gallagher, Literacy Academic Coach with Pittsburgh Public Schools. Today we're going to go through a letter, picture, sound routine for the whole alphabet. The reason that we do this daily is because we want students to be automatic. So when they see a letter, they automatically know the sound of that letter. And that's how they become fluent readers. So we do these letter sound routines daily. You can do them more than once a day too, but when we're doing them, just a point, we only say the sound one time. The reason that we don't say the sound multiple times on each card, I'll give you an example. P, pig, p, p, p. We don't say the sound multiple times because when we see the letter P, we don't want students to think that you make that sound 3 times. We just want them to have one sound. If you're repeating that sound because it feels like your students are not getting it or your child's not getting that sound, I would suggest that you link the sound to other pictures, that you have them practice writing it and making the sound, but not repeating that sound each time they see the letter. So we'll go through, as we go through for all of the vowels, we're going to make the short sound, and I will show you a cue that your students can do or your child can do that will help remember by integrating some action with it. And if I make some motions that I'm not specifically calling out, it's because it's my habit from teaching that I make different cues to help students remember the letter sounds. So let's begin. P, pig, p. W, wagon, w. Y, yo-yo, y. H, house, here's our first vowel. So when we see an I, we can itch on our hand so that we can help remember the sound that this short I makes. So let's make it. I, iguana, I. You could also change this card, and I know that there are different cards that may have a picture of someone's itching. So when we go through, it doesn't really matter what the picture or the cue is. It's that students have that to help them remember. So I itch, I, or I iguana, I. J, jar, j. K, kite, k. D, duck, d. G, gate, g. N, nest, n. T, turtle, t. Z, zebra, z. B, bear, b. Q, queen, qu. Here's another vowel. So when we hear the short E sound, we can have our ear come a little closer like we're saying eh, eh. So E, egg, eh. C, cat, k. X, fox, x. This is a little bit different than our other cards because the X is at the end of the word, fox. So the x sound is at the end of the word instead of the beginning. Here's another short vowel. So we're going to pretend like we're biting an apple when we say the sound. A, apple, ah. Another vowel. O, octopus, ah. M, monkey, mm. L, leaf, l. R can be a tricky one. When we see the letter R, we don't want students to start saying er. Is the sound that an R-controlled vowel, I-R, E-R, U-R, would make. When we see the letter R, we want students to say r. It's kind of like a muffled or a short motor sound of a race car. So sometimes I've told students to use that as a cue. So the reason we say r instead of is because this is not an rainbow, it's a rainbow. So whenever you're unsure of a sound, it can also help to say the word for the picture slowly to make sure that students are really hearing that and actually have them look at your mouth. So R, rainbow, R. Another vowel. Let's get our umbrella stick ready. U, umbrella, S, sun, S. F, fish, V, van, V. After you're finished going through the letters one time, there are times that I've done a speed round where we hold up the picture, and rather than saying the name of the letter and the picture, we just say the sound. And that's one way that you can build automaticity in a fun way. So this could be our lightning round, and we'll go through it one time. And don't be afraid to shuffle your cards. We don't see letters in alphabetical order out in the world, so there's no reason for students to always see them in that same way when they're in class or they're